Hmm. Yes, anybody who is ready with Gandhar Bhav Bhasan can tell me. Anybody who wants to teach the 22 Parishaha. That is a sutra we have to do today. I request you all to take chapter 9, sutra number. You should be ready. Parisha Jai, Sutra 8 to 17. Sutra 8 to 17 we have to do today. So 6 was about the Dasalakshan, Swarup Atma, and 7th sutra was about the 12 Anuprekshas, how to manifest those Dasalakshan. With those Lakshan, how to reach the Lakshya. Lakshya means your goal of self-realization. Ratnatre, Moksha Marga, Tatvartha Shraddhan, etc.
Now, I can try, ma'am.
1 second. So when you are on the path of self-realization, there will be a lot of hurdles in the form of karma uday, in the form of extraterrestrial elements, humans, nature, all trying to, not trying to disturb. They just happen on the way. So how are you going to cross those hurdles? So those hurdles come in two forms, upsarg and parishaha. So upsarg and parisha. Parisha is that voluntarily you take it. Upsarg is given by other elements, other animals, humans, or devkrit, and natural calamities, etc. That time, how you are able to be steady on the path of moksha. So this is a kind of an examination. And as soon as the Muni takes Diksha, he's ready for these exams. Otherwise, he'll falter and he'll deviate from the path, chosen path of self-realization or liberation or self-absorption. A Muni is one who is already self-realized. He wants to absorb in the self. So he is very, what to say, committed towards his goal. And then the Parisha come. Parisha means Pari matlab from all directions. They try to, what to say, kya bolte hain? They just come. We say that they come to test us. Examinations come, but they come to enhance our, kya bole, to test whether we have learned the lessons of that class. Okay, so very beautifully, Sutra number 8 tells the purpose of Parishaha. Marga Chyavana, Marga Achyavana and Nirjarartham Parishodhavyaha Parishaha. Parishodhavya means, Pari means properly, and Parishodhavya means properly conquering or properly being in your soul and not being led down by those upsarg parisha. Now, very gloriously you march on the path of liberation. Like a mother who has to give birth to a child, 9 months. She's happy to bear that. It's not a burden. We'll call it a burden, but for her, it is not a burden. It is a joy. And the joy that she's going to have after 9 months of holding the baby in the hand makes her withstand all the problems that she faces during her 9 months pregnancy. In the same way, a Muni is very delighted about absorbing in the soul. So he bears all the hardships. Upsarga are called Parisha are called hardships. Happily, joyfully, not majburi ka naam Mahatma Gandhi. Not out of compulsion or regret or remorse or no, then the whole purpose is defeated. Supposing you have to do a business in which there is 1 crore ka profit. So will you very remorsefully take up the challenges involved or very delightfully you'll take it up? So there's a lot of difference. So when you delightfully, you face the challenges, it is called Parisha Jaya. So it is not Parisha that is important. Parisha Jaya is important. That leads to Samvar. That leads to Nirjara. Okay. So how many Parisha are there? So I would like to listen to people who are ready with it. 22 Parisha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have a question. So the Utsarga and Upsarga two are different, ma'am?
Utsarga is different, Upsarga is different. See, there are two types of marga. Apavada marga and Utsarga marga. Utsarga means the complete vows. Apavada means optional. And Upsarga means the hardships given by or caused by others. So in the Friday class, very beautifully, one Mr. Virendra Patni, he very beautifully gave the differences. See, Friday class, what we did, I told them I will not teach the 22 Parisha. You all have to prepare and come. So somebody prepared the general meaning of Parisha. Then somebody did the difference between Upsarg and Parisha. Somebody discussed the 21 or 2 or 10 Parisha. Then somebody told whether Kevli Bhagwan have Parisha or not. So you can listen to the Friday class also and understand. So very nicely he told between Upsarga and Parisha. So Parisha are prakritik, natural. Okay. Parisha, like hunger, thirst, mosquito biting, and walking barefoot. All these are Parisha. And Upsarga are caused by others. Upsarg are caused by others. Parisha are only 22 in number. Upsarg can be many. There's no fixed number for that. Okay. For Parisha, it is karma nimitta. And for Upsarg, it is asata vedaniya karma uday. Asata vedaniya karma only. And Parisha can be because of 4 or 5 karmas. That also the sutras are given. Then Parisha will be from 6th to 13th Gunasthan. Upsarga will be in 6th, 7th Gunasthan. Okay. Then Parisha happen every day. Upsarg happen once in a way. Like Mahavir Swami, nails piercing in the ears and Kamat Upsarg for Parshnath Bhagwan. Then Panch Pandav, Nakul Sahdev ke liye and 5 Pandav ke liye wo gold ornaments ka Upsarg. Like that. Okay. Then Parisha are 22 and whereas Upsarg are caused by humans, Dev, Tiryanch and Prakriti. These 22 are naturally you face. Then Parisha you have to bear cheerfully, enlightened way, all that. Whereas Upsarg not necessary that they will come. They may come, they may not come. Okay. In Parisha, we cannot help the Muni. Upsarg, we can have the bhav of helping them. Like Indra wanted to help Mahavir, that I'll be with you. You don't go through these, what these Anarya people are ill-treating you. So there you can offer help. In the case of Upsarg, like Dharmendra Padmavati offered help. But in Parisha, you cannot do anything. Okay. Yes, beta. Bolo. क्या चाहिए? क्या चाहिए? जय जिनेंद्र. टीना की जय जिनेंद्र बोलना है. जाओ. ठीक है, understood these differences? Chalo. Yes, anybody wants to do the Gandhar can do.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do that 22 Parisha.
Do. All of us, let us listen to him. First of all, let me do the sutra.
Okay.
If you are not going to do the sutra, right? So let me help you with the sutra, how to read the sutra.
Yeah.
Shruti. Shruti is Shuddha. Bolo.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Shuddha, Pipasa, Shita, Ushna, Damsha, Mashaka, Naganya, Arati. It is Arati, not Rati. Stri, Charya, Nishadhya, Shayya, Akrosha, Badha, Yachana, Alabha, Roga, Trinasparsha, Mala, Satkara, Puraskara, Pragya, Agyana, Adarshanani. So these are the 22 names of the Purushartha, Parishahas. Okay, now let us listen to. Chal.
Yeah. Okay. The first one is hunger. So when the Muni is in in the Muni Dharma, there is bound to have hunger, because he may go for his ahar and he may not be able to get it. So he bound to have hunger. Okay, and so with the economist vow, so he need to endure that without thinking that why I'm having this, all those things. So that in all these parishagas, so the important thing is maintaining the equanimity when these afflictions have about. So that is the most important part of it. And it is not that he is wanting to have it so that he get over his karma or something like that. It happens naturally, and he endures it economically. So the first one is hunger. The next is thirst. Again, these are especially going to happen when he starts his practice. He get into it, especially if he is not prepared before going into taking the Muni Dharma. And also when he is, even for those who are already experienced in it, who have been practicing it for long, depending on where he is staying, he may not be able to get food even for a longer period of time. Similarly, water. Then Sita is cold. So it is atmospheric conditions. You may be in the conditions, atmospheric conditions change, and they are not.
Mahendran sir, only 3 minutes you will get.
Okay. Cold and similarly hot. Then Tamsa Masaga is the insects bites, especially they especially quoted mosquitoes, and also the like a fly which which resides in the the bull and the cow. So that is what is a Damsa Masaka. Then Nagnya is a nudity. People may people may take this nudity in the wrong sense without understanding. Arati is having no pleasures, absence of pleasures. Then Sri is due to woman, and that is why the munis are prohibited to even talk with ladies when they are alone. So they need to, even if the person comes and asks for some doubts, they need to call someone else with them before they entertain them and answer them. Then Charya is when they are walking. Nishadya is when they are sitting. Then Chaya is when they are lying down for their sleep. Then Akrosa is threatening, scolding. Okay. And then Vada is basically injury. So people may inflict some injury on them. Then Yasana is when they go for, they are not supposed to bathe, even if there is, when they are going for their agar, if there is a queue, or maybe one Muni is already waiting in a place, they should not stand in the queue. They need to move to the next place. Then Alaba is even when they go for agar and they are unable to get food. So not to get affected by that, that is Alaba. Roga is basically illness. Drinasparsa is when they are walking, they get, the blades of grass can cut them. They shouldn't feel, they shouldn't curse that grass or something like that. Then Mala is all the dirt which are thrown on them, those kind of things. Then Satkara Praskara is even when they are doing all the right things, they may not get the honor or lack of honor. So that is what is Satkara and Praskara. Then Praja is even when they have all those jnana and people don't respect them, that is Prajna. Anjana is when they are making all the efforts, but they are still unable to gain that knowledge, unable to understand what is being explained. Then Adarsanani is the last one, when they are making all their efforts, but they are unable to understand the reality, realize the reality, having the right experience. So these are the 22 parishagas. Thank you, ma'am.
Good. Just some corrections here and there.
Yes.
Arati. Arati means, well, while progressing on the path of self-restraint, sometimes you may not be able to be steady on it.
Okay.
You may want to go back to the world. You may want the comforts. You may find displeasure. Displeasure means you may not be enjoying. Enjoying means, rati means inclination for worldly things. Arati means dislike for religious and spiritual things. So that will come because of the karma uday. That also you have to conquer and keep marching. So that is arati. In the same way, pragya is, supposing you have got learning and you're proud of it. So you've got the learning, you're proud of it. That also you should know how to withstand and overcome. That sukshma your drishti should be. Otherwise, you won't be able to catch the pride and uproot it.
Okay.
We'll keep nurturing the pride. Okay. Then agyan. Agyan means what? Why I haven't got keval gyan? Why I haven't got the agam ka gyan? Why I'm not able to learn and get keval gyan? So that also can be a challenge. And darshan means you may not have steadfast faith on the
Oh.
path.
Okay.
So these are the meanings. Other things I think you have explained more or less. So these 22 hardships, Muni has to face them voluntarily, enlightened way, take things in his stride and conquer them. Conquering them is conquering the soul, conquering the Mohaniya karma and the other karmas.
So
Okay.
all this happen due to their karma uday, right, ma'am?
Huh?
All these things happen due to their uday of their own karma.
Yes. Shuddha Vedaniya karma causes hunger.
Yeah.
Sata Asata Vedaniya karma causes hunger. At that time also you're able to focus on Gyan Darshan Atma.
And
Bolo.
some of this, it is not necessary all the 22 has to happen. So it depends on their karma uday.
So all this next sutras, no, we have done only 2 sutras.
Right.
Now there are 6 more sutras will tell you about the karma and other things.
Okay.
So we have to run through them.
Okay.
Okay. Clear? Everybody clear? On and off the camera. All people hiding behind the cameras.
Ma'am, I have a question.
जल्दी पूछो.
Yeah, why 22 only?
आप लगाओ और क्या हो सकता है? आप लगाओ और कुछ हो सकता है क्या? Everything will come under these 22.
Okay.
Everything will come under these 22. Anything
So
you
there could
imagine.
be an umbrella, but there could be smaller things involved as well.
Small or big, they will come under these 22 only.
Okay.
That's why everything has been counted. Nothing has been left by the omniscient.
Okay.
Nothing can escape the eyes of the omniscient. So we can trust it. Now you want to apply, you apply. Okay, I don't have access to pen. Muni wants to write something. He doesn't have access to it.
Yeah.
Now, these kind of things will be there for a Muni. No, because Muni is what? Nirgrantha. He's not supposed to have any book or pen or any possession with him. That kind of Nirgranth Muni, what kind of parisha hardships he'll face, they are talking. Not about today's Muni, I don't have access to technology, so YouTube or no. Then they are living like Grahastha only. So there are only 22 parisha for Muni, but for Grahastha there can be 2,200. There's no limit. Like that kind of upsarg that is not parisha, no. This is karma bandhana, asrav ka karan.
Yeah.
You understand? A Muni who is totally committed to the path of self-absorption, what kind of hardships he will face?
Okay, so that's the higher state of realization.
Yeah. For example, a Muni is not getting access to clothes. He may want some clothes. The robbers have robbed them on the jungle. So वहां पर कौन सा परिचय होगा? नग्नता को परिचय बता रहे हैं यहाँ पर. He may feel embarrassed in following nudity. So having clothes, access to clothes is not at all involved over here.
Yeah.
Even that embarrassment due to nudity should not be there. That is why it is called Janma Jat Mudra. A child is not embarrassed being nude.
Yeah.
So that much they have conquered that bhava of nudity also. They don't feel that there is a body only. That is their soul consciousness.
Right.
That is the level of detachment.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm?
So
So
that
those,
would be the context of this 22
yes,
Parisha.
Parityajya, yes. Not about
Hmm.
other munis. Shravak are not coming and listening to me. Then that is Satkar Puraskar Parisha. I have so much of Jinwani, but people are not listening. People are not honoring this Gyan. They are honoring the materialistic Gyan. Or they are abusing me. All that will come under Satkar Puraskar. You get Satkar, you should know how to handle it. You don't get Satkar. Satkar means respect. You should know how to handle it. It's all management, self-management, Kashai management, Gyan management, knowledge management. So I'll call Bhagwan Mahavir as the greatest management guru. He's taught us self-management, Kashai management, knowledge management, resource management, relationship management, rebirth management, everything Mahavir has taught. No management schools will teach this much management. I think today the world needs Mahavir more than anybody else. I'll call him the greatest management guru.
Right.
Because charity begins at home. Management should begin with the self.
Yeah.
Because you don't know to manage self. Self matlab Atma. And Atma is Gyan Darshan Lakshan. So managing that Gyan Darshan. Then only the Kashai will be managed. If you don't know to manage Gyan Darshan, then you are into Kashai. You are doing Tivra Kashai or Mand Kashai. Kashai only you are doing. So you don't know any management. We will remain in samsara. So this is a very big PhD topic, I can say,
Got it, ma'am. Thank you.
Now, let us take the sutra number 10. Sukshma. I'm not going to explain all the 22 Parishaha. So Parisha, these 22 are not Parishaha. These 22 will come on the way, and how you manage them joyfully, happily, enlightened way may, that means Ratnatraya way may, and remain steadfast on your chosen path of Samyak Darshan Gyan Charitra, that is Samvar Nirjara. See, I'll tell you one thing. Parisha come, you get carried away by them, and you take to Kashai. Then it is Ashubha Upayoga. That will lead to Ashubha Karma Ka Bandh. Upsarg Parisha come, and you are able to be equanimous without being absorbed in the soul. Then it is Manda Kashai, Shubha Upayoga. But at that time, you absorb in the soul, then it is Samvar Nirjara. Got it? The thin line of difference.
Ma'am, can you repeat this? Ma'am, can you repeat this?
Upsarg Parisha come. Not only for Muni, for all of us. But
Right.
we don't call them Upsarg Parisha. Only for a Muni, it is called Upsarg and Parisha. Even for Bhagwan, Upsarg will not come. Before becoming Bhagwan, Upsarg and all will come. But 11 Parisha can come even for omniscient. Ekadasha Jine, Sutra number 11. 11 Parisha can be there for a Kevali Bhagwan. But whether they experience it or not, that is a different question. But Karma Uday is there. For example, for the Ekadasha Jine, I'll tell you right away. Or let me first finish. Okay, I don't know what to do. I'll go with Mahendran sir. See, Parisha Upsarg have come. You are not able to withstand them. You take to Kashai, or you fret and frown. Oh my God, what has happened? Panic situation, like Megha Kumar. Elephant, rabbit example. All of you know now. He took Diksha. In the life of Megha Kumar, he took Diksha. And then he was a prince. Shrenik Raja ka beta. And the day he took Diksha, he was a Baal, he was the youngest of the Munnis. So he got to sleep near the door of the prayer of the Upashray where they were. And people early in the morning, Munis got up, they were going out and coming in for their nature call, whatever it is. And somebody stamped him, or somebody just did not take notice of him. And he felt very awkward or bad. And he said, oh my God, no respect over here. For what reason did I take Diksha? Nobody is even seeing me. Nobody is even caring for me. And in my house, when I was there, even if little headache I got, people would be there to attend to me. So I'm going to go to Mahavir and give his things to him, and I'm going to go back. He decided. And the moment he went in front of Mahavir, Mahavir addressed him. Oh, Megh, you you are anxious to leave the fold and go, then just see what you were in your past life. And he got Jati Smaran Gyan. Oh, I was an elephant, Megh Kumar, the forest burning, and many lives he was an elephant. One life, he helped the people to, there was a forest fire, and he had cleared the ground where all the animals could come and rest. Okay, because of his previous life experience. In the previous life of an elephant, before elephant's life, that he was another elephant. So that time there was a forest fire and animals had to run here and there. So this time he was a wise elephant. So he built a ground, cleared the ground where all the animals could come and rest when a forest fire broke out. So this time also, when the forest fire broke out, all the animals came and took shelter in the ground, and all the animals jam-packed. Okay. And that time that elephant, he just had an itching sensation in his body. So he lifted his leg to attend to that itching sensation. And as he was about to keep his leg, a rabbit came and occupied that space. So for 3 days and nights, the elephant kept his leg in thin air. And then after 3 days, when the forest fire was arrested, all the animals went. And when this elephant was about to keep his leg, he fell down. So there, this story is there in Gyata Dharma Katha Sutra. So there it is written, Prana Bhuta Jiva Sattva Anukampana Thaye. That time they give the line, he was having compassion for Prana Bhuta Jiva Sattva. Not just one rabbit, not one shashak, not one rabbit, but all the jivas. So here he understood that he is an Atma. And like his Atma, all the other Atma are, all Atma are equal. So all Prana, Bhuta, Jiva, Sattva are of the same kind. So hurting other is like hurting my own self. So he did not hurt any creature. So he got immense Punya Karma out of that. It is a Shubha Bhava. He did not get self-realization or whatever it is, we don't know. He got immense Punya Karma. Because of that, he was born as a human. And Mahavir told, look, when you were a Tiryansh, you had so much of endurance. And now in this human birth, you're a Muni and you're not able to endure the hardships. And Megha changes his mind. So you understand? So when he wants to leave the home and leave the fold and go, so it is Ashubha Upayoga, Ashubha Karma. Asrava happens. No Sambar Nirjara, Asrava is happening. When he's not able to withstand the hardships. Okay, when he's able to withstand, but no self-realization, Dravyalinga Muni. So much of hardships, they say that somebody peels his skin from the body and puts salt on the body, still he is not able to react. That much level of endurance. Even a Mithya Drishti, Abhavi, Dravyalingi Muni can have. So what they will get out of it, they'll get Shubha Karma, but they don't have self-realization, no. So Mithyatva only becomes strong. So that Shubha Karma will take them to the 9th Gravek. Up to the 9th Gravek, any Devlok they can go. But because of the Mithyatva, they'll go back to the Nigot. Right? Enduring the hardships with Samyak Darshan Gyan Charitra leads to Samvar Nirjara. Okay, then I wanted to say something now that is gone from my mind. If it comes, I will tell you, otherwise forget it. That's why I was confused. Yahan jaun ki wahan jaun. Okay, jaisa hua waisa ho gaya. Okay, I don't know whether, what was that thought only, I don't know. I don't even have the faintest idea of what came to my mind at that time, which I wanted to tell. I have no
Was
clue.
it regarding Sutra 11, ma'am? Ekadasi Jini?
No. I don't know. When it will come, it will come. Otherwise, I don't go after it. Okay, leave it. Don't worry. Krambad mein yahi hai, accept it and chalo aage. Sukshma, now these karma uday. Okay, so now see, we are all pure soul. But kya hai? But we are pure soul, but the Atma Pradeshas are filled with the karmic particles, no? So anytime, any karma will be rising. And we get carried away by it. And we bind more karma. So not to get carried away by them and remaining steadfast in the pure soul, you have to be man, vachan, kaya, gupti should be in place. So all of you, it is my humble request, those who want to be munis, those who want to be kevalis, practice kaya gupti. Practice pranayam. Practice kaya gupti means sit steady for 48 minutes in Kayotsarga and क्या बोले पद्मासन है ना खड़गासन का अभ्यास and मौन का अभ्यास. Even though physically you're talking, internally experience the silence. I'm a knower and seer. I'm not the one who is talking. Like that. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
Huh?
ma'am.
So even though you're talking, the chattering is happening, feel detached inside. I'm not the doer. I'm a knower and seer like Bhagwan. I am Bhagwan. I'm a knower and seer. I'm complete. I'm whole. I'm healthy. I'm happy. You understand? So whatever comes your way, that orientation, spiritual orientation will give you the Shakti to withstand all the problems that come in your way. You understand? So that is the way to awaken your inherent Shaktis of endurance, of everything, of marching ahead. है ना? So आत्मा में अनंत शक्ति है, लेकिन उस शक्ति को प्रकट करना. When you can climb the stairs, why are we using the lift? शक्ति प्रकट करो climb करने की, heart भी ठीक रहेगा, BP भी ठीक रहेगा, toxins भी नहीं रहेगा. है ना? Do your work yourself. Why do you depend? Physically be active, mentally be alert, spiritually be enlightened and detached. Again, I'll repeat, physically be active. Don't have a sedentary lifestyle. Don't simply eat and sit. Keep doing something with the body. But at the same time, periodically do kayotsar. Periodically sit silent, sit quiet, do nothing. As you sit, then your mind will say, go to the kitchen, go to the fridge, get this. You have to say, hey, mind, just wait, stop. Let me first see whether I can sit for 48 minutes or not. It's not hatha yoga. It's not jabardasti. You understand?
Yes,
Huh?
ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. So like that. Okay, chalo. Next, let us see the sutras now. Sukshma Samparaya Chadmasta Vitaragayosh Chaturdasha. There will be 14 upsarga, 14 parishaha for people who are having the 10th gunasthan and the kya bole 10th, 11th, 12th gunasthan. No? Chadmasta Vitarag is 12th gunasthan. Sukshma Samparaya is 10th gunasthan. There will be 14 parishaha. Okay, see in the chart below. In the chart below, the second column, Sukshma Kasha is 10th Gunasthan, Chadmasta Vitrag is 11th, 12th Gunasthan. Okay, so they will be having these 14 Parisha, their names are given in the chart. And which is the corresponding karma? Jnanavarniya 2, Antaray 1, Vedaniya 11. So go and read Sarvartha Siddhi English translation. And you can also read Vijay K. Jain's Tattvartha Sutra. There you will find all the details. Okay. Then Ekadasha Jine. Jine means Kevli Bhagwan will have 11. Which are those 11? They have given in the lower column. The above 14 minus Pragya, Agyan and Alabha. Okay. Then Badar Samparaye Sarve. Badar Samparaye means what? From the 6th to 9th Gunasthan, all the 22 Parisha will be there. And the corresponding karmas are 4. Jnanavarniya, Antaraya, Vedaniya and Mohaniya. Because of these 4 karmas, the Parisha will be coming. Okay, next 13th Sutra. Quickly, I'll be reading the sutras now. Now, which karma, which Parisha? Jnana Varne, see, they have given in the chart form. What is given in the sutras is given in the chart form. Jnana Varne, Pragya Agyane. Because of the Jnana Varniya karma, we have Pragya and Agyana Parishaha. You may not be able to understand things, or you may not be able to get केवल ज्ञान etc. So that is हो गया काम. बर्तन रख दिया ऊपर पहुंच के. एक मिनट, just give me 1 minute. So 7:30. क्यों, कितने बजे से आना है? नहीं, 7 बजे आएगा. 1 मिनट, 1 मिनट. ओके, ज्ञानावर्णे प्रज्ञा अज्ञाने दर्शन मोह अंतरायोर दर्शन अलाभो. Darshan moha and antaraya karma, in their presence there will be adarshan and alabha parisha. Adarshan means lack of steadiness in the faith. Alabha means not getting access to something. Okay, ahar, etc. is antaraya karma. Charitra mohe, because of charitra moha, you have these parisha. Which one? Naganya, arati, stri, nishadhya, akrosha, yachana, satkara, puraskaraha. Vedaniye sheshaha. The remaining parisha are because of the Vedaniya karma. 16th sutra. Now, how many parisha can be at a time for an individual? Ekadayo bhajya yugapada ekasmin eka una vimshatehe. There can be 1 or up to 19. Vimshate means 20. Eka una, less than 20 is 19. So there can be yugapada, there can be 1 or up to 19 parisha at a time. And if the Muni is not sure about his nature of the soul, Gyan, Darshan, Gyayak, etc., how he'll absorb in it and overcome. Overcome means conquer these parisha. These parisha are like exam. So in exam, any kind of questions can come. Easy also, hard also, one also, many also. So you have to be prepared for all kind of questions. Take the exam, pass and get promotion. Understood? So are we ready for the exam? If you are ready, then this parisha will come. The more ready you are, the more harder will be the parisha. As you go up higher classes, the set of questions will be harder or easier. Harder means you have got the capacity to face them. So you and I are not getting the parisha because we are in the lower class. So only ABCD questions will come. Not IAS wale questions will not come. That level of parisha upsarg will not come. So we are not ready. So you get ready, then let anything come. You keep marching, you reach Keval Gyan. Understood? Apni Shakti ko kaise jagana. Just 4-5 days back, Times of India, there was a very beautiful small note. Do you know? If you get it, please send it to me on WhatsApp. In that it was written that in our body heat is there. And maximum heat is stored in the liver, brain, and skeletal muscles, etc. And if you don't know to use that fire, that is a Tejas Sharir, then it will not destroy the Karman Sharir. This was not written in that article. This first bit was written there, but this is my interpretation. So your Tejas Sharir, everything is Tejas Sharir ka khel hai. When the Tejas Sharir is not there, you are dead. When the Tejas Sharir increases, fever is there, temperature is there, Kashai is there. Because Tejas and Karman are together. So if you can manage the Tejas Sharir, you can manage the Karman Sharir. You understand
Ma'am,
what I'm saying?
Tejas is not light, it's heat, ma'am. I thought Tejas is light.
No,
Lightness.
Tejas is, no. See, in our body, that heat body is there. No, our body is warm. No, dead body is cold. No. So that is the Tejas Sharir. Then we all have an aura. What is the aura of a dead body? How pale and dark and black it is. No. But we have that luster, no, because of the Tejas Sharir. So when we did the chapter 2, there the Tejas Sharir and all were given. Tejo Labdhi, everything was given over there in chapter 2. At the end of the 4-5 sutras before that. Go and research. Clear, huh? This is a new dimension that I just discovered. Nobody taught me, but I'm just trying to put things together, So it's that much of energy is trapped. And because of that Tejas Sharir, the Karman Sharir will also be heavy. So whatever you have taken from nature, you have to use it and finish it. Either you do Kashai and finish it, or get more Kashai and burden it. Or you use that Tejas Sharir to enhance your endurance and get rid of the Karman Sharir. So your food, your thoughts play a very major role in these activities, deep down psycho-physiological activities. Then you can cut through them and go to the spiritual realm. This is my way of looking at things. You try to verify it. You try to see if some science is coming forward in this direction and telling us. I'm sure as science advances, these things that are there in our philosophy will come to light. And then we'll say, oh my God, all this is there in our scriptures. All this is there in us. Why don't we scientifically prove it and methodologically prove it and get a recognition for our philosophy? There we are lacking. We are lacking there. We are very good at learning, applying and talking. Yes, Padma Priya. You were saying something. Nothing?
Those who know the Shastra about this thing, they don't know, they can't explain to the scientific world in their language. Those who know about the science, they don't know about our Shastra. This goes in different direction, ma'am. Even lately, I have found out that there is something called fourth dimension. Time is the fourth dimension. They found out. When Einstein said that time is the fourth dimension, it is there in our Shastra, actually. I found that out and it seems to be really fascinating.
So
we have everything.
Yeah, we need people with 3 kinds of skills, They should be well-versed in the Agamas, they should be well-versed in science, and they should be well-versed in research methodology. Scientific research methodology. Then only they can bring out these things. Okay, chalo. So come back, 195. So in one Jeev, how many Parisha can be? All the 19 they have explained over here. So Shita Ushna. If you're having Shita Parisha, you will not have Ushna Parisha. You're withstanding cold, that time you will not be withstanding heat. So one out of these 2 will be. And the next 3 are Shayya, Charya, and Nishadya. Shayya is sleep related. Charya is walking related. Nishadya is sitting related. So you will not be doing all the 3 activities at a time. Out of these three, only one will be.
Mm.
So 2 will not be there. So out of 22, 3 gone. So 19 will be. Got it? Got the logic? Okay. Chalo. Next one. Next one talks about the 5 types of charitra. Charitra only is real sambar. Charitra means Atma Ramanata. Charitra means Atma me charan. Charan means walking. Walking means gaman, moving, absorbing. Okay. I'll give you one example for this. The river water flows. Okay. From the source to the ocean. From the source, from where it originates, from the mountain, from the river, from the spring. And it's a small spring. And then it takes the form of a huge river. The water is sweet. And then it goes and merges with the ocean. Salty water it becomes. Okay. Now, if somebody is flowing in the river, it's very easy to flow with the current of the river. But to flow against the current requires tremendous energy. So these karma uday are coming. You flow with it. You get carried away with it. Then the salty water is the karma bandhan. But if you flow against the current, withstanding all the hardships, then you reach the source, which is a fountain and which is having so much of potential inside. Right? So that source is our Atma, Gyayak Swabhav, and flowing against the current is Samaik. Samata Bhav. Antar Muhurat. If you're able to withstand all the karma uday and be in your soul, that much of charitra is enough for Keval Gyan. Understood? Quality wala charitra is important, but we have been interested in quantity wala charitra. Oh, I did 1 Samaik, 2 Samaik. What Paras bhai? Kitni Samaik ki? Aaj 4 Samaik ho gaye. Aaj 10 Samaik ho gaye. Aaj to daya kar li. 11 Samaik ho. Quantity. Quality lapata. So without knowing the context of, like, for example, Tatvar Sutra mein Moksha Marga, Tatvartha Shraddhan, Pramanay, Nikshep, Bhav. In so many ways you have to, I don't want. It's okay. In so many ways, so much of disturbance on Sundays, no? I wonder how people live in joint families. Dekho, 10 times I've closed the door. Hey, darwaja band rakho, please. Okay, chalo. So really, sometimes I wonder how people live in joint families. I was just thinking the other day, my relative, she has 3 mother-in-laws. Mother-in-law, badi mother-in-law, dadi mother-in-law. And all of them diabetic. And then 1 child to take care of. No servant at home. And no such financial income also. And she's a fashion designer. She's a graduate, postgraduate in fashion designing. And she wants to do so much with her career. Okay, and husband is also diabetic. Now, abhi andar mein धुआं nahi uthega. Pankha prabha, dhuma prabha, tam prabha, tamo tam prabha. For literally for 6 months, she's saying, Auntie, aapke paas aana hai, baithna hai. So many doubts I've got, I want to clear. She's not able to come. I cannot survive in such an environment. I will die. I'm so lucky that I have got the life that I want to lead. And without my Swadhyaya, I cannot be. Right? I can be without anything else, but I need my books with me. I need that granth I need with me. Some Acharya book has to be with me. Okay. So, and I'm happy that I just have my husband who is very detached. He doesn't bother me with things and leaves me alone, and I keep doing my work. But every now and then he'll say, ab classes bus karo. But bus kahan hoti hai? Ulta jada hoti.
We have to thank him.
You have to thank him. I always thank him, and I'll be a faithful dog for him.
Behind every successful woman, there is always a man behind.
Okay. Yes. I always thank him from the bottom of my heart. Should I tell one thing unique about him? Should I tell or should I not tell?
Please. Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't
Yes.
want to start Priya Puran over here.
Please.
No,
I'll
ma'am.
tell
Please.
you one thing. He's got a very checkered kind of career, you know. His aunt, he was with his aunt, and 7 years they did not give him any share. Then 5 years he was with another uncle, he did not get any share. Recently, some party में 5 lakh डूब गया. वो party भाग गई Ratna store. So is another 5 lakhs gone. And in Ooty, he was into jewelry business. And had he been in Ooty, he would have had at least 1 crore, 2 crore rupiah with him. But he gave up that OT job matlab partnership, jewelry partnership. He started his own hardware thing and we came down to Chennai. And after 22 years, I come to know that it is for me that he left OT and came to Chennai. He did not tell me. Years. Whatever, 25
Lot of
years.
sacrifice, madam.
Lot of sacrifice, you know. So he is my hero. He's my strength. And recently, one astrologer told me, you know, there is one Dev Purush in your life taking care of everything. So I feel God is there with me through him, and he's helping me in so many ways.
Yes, ma'am.
And he's so selfless. He does not want anything for himself. He's always doing the Namokar chanting, and he'll be listening to all the classes I take. He'll be listening to all the classes I take, even though he's not so vocal about it, even though he may not be wordly wise. But that जो गुण होने चाहिए ना, वो गुण है उनमें, right? So anything happens, I will be with his side and help him. I'll be like a son for him, and whatever. He's been my support system throughout. So together,
Very
so
lucky.
as long as he's there, I will not leave him. नहीं तो
Okay.
लोग बोलेंगे दीक्षा ले लो. I'll tell you one thing. I was so mad about Jainism. I approached a Muni Bhagwant that your brother is handicapped. I'll marry your brother. We both will follow Brahmacharya. And we will do Jinshasan Seva, Swadhyay and all that. Then that Muni's mother told me, first you go get married, divorce that person and come back. I said, how can I ruin somebody's life? Why do you want me to get married and divorce? Oh, then even you will be handicapped. So my son is handicapped, so balance will be barabar. I said, what nonsense is this? I gave up on that idea. And I said, if I meet somebody who will help me in my Swadhyay, I will marry. If they don't, I don't want Diksha also, I don't want marriage also. That adamant I was 23 years ago. I rejected at least 10 boys. One boy came to see me and he's seeing the book that I've translated, okay? And he's telling me, write something in English and show. I said, get lost. I didn't say on his face, but I rejected. He was a big mill owner. I said, what mill owner? You don't even have that one lady's book is there and you're telling her to write something in English and show. And when my would-be husband came to see me, they showed him that book. Oh, Priyadarshana. He thought she must be one old lady. Then he didn't know that this lady is only going to be. So that kind of comedy. Okay. So, chalo, come back. Samaik. Understood, Samaik? All of you, I really adore my husband for his qualities, for being my support system, for being so selfless. Even though I talk so much about Jainism, but he's really following the Jainism, not the spiritual point of view, but the moral, ethical, and simplicity point of view, quietness. He hardly talks, you know. But and all my Jainology trips, he has to be there. And you know, one of the students came and told me, ma'am, your 1 PhD means Abhay uncle is 2 PhD. That much they all love him and he'll take care of everybody, you know. I remember we went to Girnar and one girl was lost and she just drifted from the group. He was there with her till the end, you know, and he took care of her and he got her back, you know. So that way is very caring, very humane. He may not be so spiritual, but again, he's very
Thank him
special.
on behalf of us, ma'am.
Yes. So I'll request you all come and meet him, spend a day with him. Come for the trips that we arrange. We are planning a trip to Madhya Pradesh. So all of you join. You'll get to see him and be with him.
When is
When
it?
is it, ma'am?
Maybe February. We are going to start the Mahendran sir, please talk to Rahul and plan the trip.
Okay, ma'am, sure.
Okay, so MP will be going to kya bole, Devgarh, Khajuraho, then Lalitpur, Kundalpur, Aharji, Paporaji. Beautiful, beautiful. You'll see the Jain ruins spread across Madhya Pradesh. So there are 3 belts of Madhya Pradesh that you can do. So we'll be doing the Bundelkhand Central Belt. Okay, so it will be for a week or so, 8 days. You'll get to see lovely things. And you'll not forget Gyaraspur Mandir. Oh my God, anytime it will fall down. In such dilapidated state it is. You literally have tears in your eyes when you see the ruins over there. When you see the ruins over there. Similar is the case with West Bengal, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. You know, all ruins destroyed by so many invasions and etc. etc. Okay, come. So Samaik understood? Samaik word means what? Sama aya ik. Sam means samata bhav. Samata bhav means atma ka anubhav. खाली बाहर में समता रखना is मंद कषाय. समता नहीं रखे तीव्र कषाय. समता रखो मंद कषाय. आत्मा में जाओ संवर निर्जरा. Clear? Okay. Now Samaik we do periodically. Muni do Yavat Jivan, Samaik. Yavat Jivan Samata Bhav. Then there may be deviations on the path. Then again you reaffirm your Samaik. Reaffirm your visit to the Atma. Is called Cheda Upasthapan. Chedopasthapan Charitra. Samaik Chedopasthapan Parihar Vishuddhi Sukshma Samparaya Yathakhyata Charitram. These are the 5 types of Charitra. So Samaik is, Aya means income. Where the income of Samata Bhav, where the income of Atma Anubhav increases, that Kriya is called Samaik. So it is not a physical activity, it is a spiritual exercise. Right? But we do the physical activity, 32 dosh talkar Samaik karna. That is okay. LKG ke liye okay. Understand? Okay. So Chedopasthapan. Badi diksha dete hain. Wo Chedopasthapan. Parihara Vishuddhi. Parihara Vishuddhi means what? There may be some deviations, further deviations. And you take Praishchit. The Acharya Bhagavan gives you Praishchit and helps you to get rid of the flaws in your path of Charitra. Charitra means Atma absorption. So that is called Parihara Vishuddhi. Then 10th Gunasthan, very Sukshma lobe is there. Out of the 28 Mohaniya Karma, only Sukshma lobe is there. That Charitra is called Sukshma Samparaya Charitra. Now even that lobe is conquered. All the Moha is gone. 28 Karma Moha is gone. 12th Gunasthan, that Charitra is called Yatha Khyata Charitra. Yatha means as it is. Khyata means famous, prasiddha, known. The Atma is known as it is, experienced as it is. The Gyayak Bhav comes face to face. The soul comes face to face with the pure soul. So that is called Yatha Khyata Charitra. That is otherwise called as Vitaragata. It begins with the 4th Gunasthan. And it keeps increasing. It becomes perfect and Purna in the 12th Gunasthan. And the very next moment, Jnana Varniya, Darshana Varniya, Antaray go and Keval Gyan, Keval Darshan manifests. Right? Clear? Understood? So how moksha happens? First, Anantanubandhi Kashai gone. That much of moksha has happened. Apratyakhyan gone, that much of moksha has happened. Pratyakhyan gone, that much of moksha has happened. Sanjvalan gone, that much of moksha has happened. Jnanavarniya, Darshanavarniya, Mohan, Antaray gone, that much of moksha has happened. So Bhava moksha has happened in the 13th Gunasthan. And then Ghati karma are there. Kevali Bhagwan does not destroy the Ghati or Aghati. He goes in the soul and the Ghati karmas get destroyed. And the Aghati will go in due course, automatically. So now you understand Atma does not destroy the karmas, but the karmas get destroyed. So Atma destroying the karma means one dravya doing something to another dravya. So this is a wrong principle. Karmas get destroyed. The moment you switch on the light, darkness goes. You don't do anything to the darkness. It vanishes. Like that, the Ghati karmas will vanish the moment the Mohaniya karma is gone. Understood this 18th sutra? Now Charitra is explained in the chart. Name, five Charitra name is given. Nature of each is given, which I have explained. समस्त 18 पाप 5 पाप को छोड़ करके योग का एक साथ त्याग, complete मन वचन काय गुप्ति is सामायिक. Okay, all that I've explained. Then from which gunasthan to which gunasthan, which charitra will happen is given. 6th, 9th is samayik. 6 to 9 is Chedopsthapan. 6 to 7 is Parihara Vishuddhi. Sukshma Sampradaya is 10. Yatha Khyat happens from 11th to 14th. Okay. So the details are given. Samayik and all are given. I would like to stop the class with this. And next class, I'll request you all to go through the 12 types of Nirjara Sutras. 12 types of Nirjara Sutras given, you can see in the content page, and do the Gandhar Bhav Bhasan from those sutras. Okay, do the Gandhar Bhav Bhasan from those sutras. It begins from where? हो गया 19 to 45. 19 to 45. I can't cover everything. I'll only give you the sutra meanings, but if I don't go into the depth, the music will be lost. I mean, the Anand will be lost. So I'll request you all to read some and come and then ask questions, then we'll discuss. So next class, I want to finish at least in 2 classes, I want to finish the Tap Ke Bhed. And then in 1 class, we'll do the Moksha Adhikar. And then Chatwart will be done and we'll go to the next lesson. Okay, dear children of Jinmani, thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Mani Stuti, I have to.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
So
you,
all
ma'am.
of you.
Can't hear you, ma'am.
5 Gandhar, 5 Bhav Bhasan from these sutras. Tap ke sutras. Okay, prepare and come. Take any one sutra, explain it beautifully for 3 minutes. Jai
Yes,
Jinendra.
Jai
Do the
Jinendra.
Jinmani Stuti, please, and leave.
Thank you, ma'am. Jai Janendra, ma'am.